Welcome to Coyote Classics here in Green, Iowa. Today we're going to be checking out an awesome driving 1968 Pontiac Lemans GTO Tribute. And this car is just an absolute ball to drive. Under the hood, which we'll get to in a second, sits a Pontiac 400. It's actually a date code correct engine. It's a 1968 engine, but it's equipped like you couldn't do back in 1968. It's got dual 4 barrels on it, and this thing just absolutely rips. So much fun to drive. And a 5-speed transmission, which is super awesome too. It just makes it the best of both worlds. This has got a 355 12-bolt posi in it, so this thing rips and gets, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. But it's one you can also take down the interstate and cruise all day long with that 5-speed transmission. Absolutely. Really a smooth running 400, as you can see there. Dual Edelbrock carburetors, power steering, power brakes, and how about this nice upgrade there with that vintage air conditioning or and the AC, guys, we went through, charged all that. The AC blows ice cold, power steering, power brakes. The brakes are all done as well. We went through front brakes, back brakes, turned the drums, everything's ready to go. Bottom of the hood, Dalton was just going to point out, I think, before I interrupted him, the bottom of the hood looks good, inner fenders look good. You can tell that the fenders, the doors, the hood, trunk, everything was taken off this GTO clone when it was painted and put back together. I don't know if you mentioned, this is a date code 1968 YS 400 GTO engine. Yeah, yep, that's nice. So it might have started life as a Le Mans, but she's got a GTO original power plant in it. Absolutely. You know, with an updated suspension. And this car, earlier today, we were doing our Sunday walk around. We had this parked next to a factory GTO convertible, and you can't tell the difference, you know, between this and you know, a real one. It's only just the VIN number, but such a fun car. Love the color. On this front nose, very typical of any GTO. You do have some cracks here in that Enduro front bumper. Yeah, it looks like about 3 of those, D, and there's just a little tiny little paint imperfection right here. Right there. But other than that, that hood looks great. I love the dual snorkel hood on these. Yep. Hood on the passenger side lines up good. Sticks up just a little bit here on the driver's side. I kind of talk about that too before. These hoods are just really big, and if you don't push them back a little before you pull them down, you kind of tweak them just a little bit there. Yep. So very common on most of these 68 GTOs, 69 GTOs. It was a big issue with them. Paint looks good. You got the GTO emblems there. PMD Rally wheels, the raised white letter tires. And in person, this is a burgundy, so a lot of burgundies sometimes in pictures might come across as just not like real bright. But if you look here in the sun, D, that's a lot of metallic in that burgundy, and it's a pretty color. Yeah, you can see like you see the reflection of the sky above. And we pictured this yesterday and took another video today on our walk around. So it's got just a little light coat of dust on it right now. Also, make sure you go to our undercarriage pictures on our website, coyoteclassics.com. The frame looks to me like the frame had been taken off the car, blasted and painted. Very, very, very solid floors on this. Look how that, before you open that, look how that door fits. I mean, absolutely perfect. You're not going to get a door to fit any better. Corner of the door there nice and clean. It does look like it fits perfect, but from the inside you can tell it's had just a little bit of body work on the inside of that door, but it's still nice and thin. You know what I mean? Yeah, bottom side of the door looks good. Rubbers are good. Window felts are in excellent condition as well. Yep, it's got the GTO door panels and a beautiful interior. It looks to me like the seats on this car probably original. You can see just a little bit of seam split here, but the seats themselves look awesome. They line up good too. I think they put a new headliner in it, didn't they? Yeah, yeah. Back seat looks good. Put a new headliner in it. A couple wrinkles back there. It's so hard to get those headliners perfectly tight. Dash Carpet looks new as well. Yep. Carpet looks good. Dash is beautiful. 5-speed manual transmission with full console. All the wood grain looks nice. Top of the dash, I know there's just a little bit of wear right here. Oh yeah, a couple little repairs there, right there. I didn't see that yesterday. I'll open the trunk. Another thing a guy could do if you wanted to. I mean, they're cheap to do, but the back package tray here, you can see it's just got a little wear, but that's what's cool about a classic car is you're never really done. There's always a few little items that you want to get or make it your own, you know? Yeah. Bottom side of the rear quarter looks good. You do have some very hard to see. You don't see them till you're right down here, but some little
hairline crack.
Yeah, little hairline paint cracks right there. Looks like
can't
maybe
feel it here either.
when they put the marker light, they just tightened it too much.
I think so too. Inside the trunk's really clean and nice. You got a jack spare, a Cooper Cobra raised white leather tire. And what I said before, as far as under the hood, in the trunk lid, door of the door jam paint is all just as nice as the outside of the paint. Even in here, you know, sometimes they skimp. You know, that you can just tell the quality of a car by looking around the edges.
Absolutely. Driver's side rear quarter looks good. A couple little, very small little paint chips right there. Another right there. Roof looks good. Small paint chip right there. Driver's side door panel looks new as well. Driver's side corner of the doors in perfect shape. Never had anything done there. Seats look good. Tilt wheel on this Pontiac as well, which is a nice option. Makes it easier to get in and out. Makes it more comfortable for more people.
Yeah, and the seats are nice on this one too, I remember. Both windows go up and down excellent. The rubber felts, roof rail rubbers, quarter window rubbers, they're all new as well. Factory tack, it does have a factory tack. Factory tack's not working, but I think there's some MSD ignition and stuff on there, so maybe it's not even hooked up, I'm not sure. A lot of times they don't work when you got MSD.
Wipers work. It's got upgraded to a retro sound radio, and that works too. I had that playing yesterday. Sounds good.
It does sound good. Dome light, we already talked about that. That works. Oil pressure gauge works. Goes between 50 and 75 pounds.
And temp gauge down there as well.
Yep. AC blows cold. We talked about that. As far as the gas gauge works as well, so many times the floats and stuff get bad on these, but this one works accurately. It's at 3/4 tank right now. Also, the turning signal indicators in the dash work too.
This thing is fun to drive. It's wicked.
It is wicked. We had a customer already, and I'm sure you're going to be watching this. We got an email last night that after he seen the pictures of this motor, he goes, I can't wait to watch the video. I bet this is hell on wheels.
It is.
And you know what, buddy? You're exactly right. That's exactly what it is. That's James's quote, right,
Yep.
James?
That's right. Yeah, this thing it's a great way to describe it.
We're not going to get a drone footage right now, but Brady's got a little drone footage of it earlier, so.
Of it going down the road and squirrel tires. Yeah.
I'm just going to do a roll.
You can be going 25 and punch it. It'll rip.
That's what's cool.
Yeah.
So we're doing 20 mile an hour.
It's fun. Really fun.
It's amazing.
And it handles too. When you're going down the highway, the suspension and handling, I was impressed with when I drove it earlier.
Look at this.
Yeah. This was, I forgot.
That's 80 mile an hour, no hands on the wheel,
Yeah.
5th gear.
I forgot to say this earlier in the video, but the previous owner of this car was a kind of master mechanic, race car guy.
Really?
And that's who built this car. So, I mean, the guy that built it knew what he was doing, as you can see from this short little drive.
Dalton, if somebody watches this video, this should be the next car sold.
It's
I
awesome.
ain't kidding you.
Yeah.
But we dialed this all the way up, and when we bought it, and we still had things to do.
Yeah.
So we spent about 3-4 days on it, dialing it all in, and I'll tell you what, the guys in our shop did a hell of a job.
Yeah, I put a brand new clutch pressure plate throwout bearing in it. So that's all new.
Let's just try to drive without squealing tires. And granted, it's very hard to do.
Yeah.
But there we didn't squeal any tires.
It's hard not to want to just squeal.
Shift's beautiful. We'll go through synchros on the way home. There's your Ford. And this transmission feels out of this world awesome.
Yeah.
Love it.
It's always a nice upgrade when they do that.
Speedometer works perfectly, looks like. The brakes are excellent. The steering's excellent. Whoever gets this one, Danny, is going to get a great looking little GTO clone, but just one hell of a fast car.
Yeah, absolutely. That's awesome. What a fun car. check it out on the site, coyoteclassics.com. That guy loves it, and whoever buys it's going to love it as well. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next test drive.